I fill up your senses. I'm sure that through my enthralling enchantment of you during seduction, that I create tunnel vision for you. I am all that you see. Not only is it the case because I make it my mission to spend every moment I can with you, but I ensure that I am all that is seen in your mind's eye as well. If I am not physically present with you, then I will have done sufficient during the course of the day so far to have you thinking about me repeatedly. When will I call? That was such a delightful message that I sent earlier. Where will he take me tonight? He makes me so happy, I am so lucky. I will be the only person in your sights. You will allow friendships to fall by the wayside, not see family as often, even to begin to neglect your interests, possibly even work, in order to see me. You want to look on me all the time, because the love and radiance you see, which is actually just being mirrored back towards you, is so magnetic, so compelling, and utterly addictive. You will stretch that lunch hour from work to spend longer over lunch with me. You will cancel that gym class tonight, so you can see me rather than wait another day. You will cut short drinks with your friends, so you can get across to my house, so you at least have part of the evening seeing me. All you will see is me, and all you will see is how good, wonderful, amazing, and brilliant I am, as I carefully apply that rose-tinted filter across your eyes, and you will not even notice. Even when I have cast you aside, or if you have been able to escape me, my construction of the ever-presence will result in you seeing me everywhere around you. You see my ghost at the window, where I would stand looking at the view as I waited for you to get ready before going out. You see me lying on the bed, patting it and inviting you into it for another ecstatic session of lovemaking. You see me across from you at the dinner table, walking up the driveway and in that usual seat on the tube, which is where we first met. You pick up a book and see me reading it. You pick up a jumper and it is blue, my favourite colour, and you think of me once again. I have infected everything and anything around you, as I ensure that I am seen everywhere you look. Even closing your eyes is no escape, for then, perhaps more than anywhere else, you still see my image, pin sharp and evident. I make sure that I am the only voice that you hear. Not only do you feel that tingling sensation when I whisper in your ear, tell you rude things down the telephone, or read that particular piece of poetry that you love, all acts which are designed to have you respond automatically to the sound of my voice, I am ensuring that I am blocking out the sounds from any competitors or detractors. During seduction, I only want you hearing my voice. This has two effects. Firstly, you are listening to my propaganda all of the time, and with no dissenting voices able to get through to you, you accept what I say and do so quickly. Secondly, I am causing, through repeated reinforcement, you to become addicted to the sound of my voice. You will associate hearing me speak, and especially saying your name, with something that is wonderful, and this increases the potency of your addiction to me. I will use music specially to create so many links between you and I. Each special moment that we share should have its own particular soundtrack. The first meeting, the first time I gave you a lift in my car, the first time we made love, the first meal I cooked for you, the first you cooked for me, the time we sat and watched a storm together holding hands. Music plays a huge part in assailing your sense of hearing and creating powerful connections between the beautiful things we once did together and certain pieces of music. We will ensure our relationship has catchphrases, so that when you watch an advertisement, you hear my voice saying the same sentence as I did when we were together. Every time there was a knock at the front door, I said the same thing and it made you laugh, no matter how many times you had heard it. Now, when there is a knock, even though I have gone, you hear my voice. No matter how hard you try to evade hearing my voice, or hearing the sounds that are inextricably linked to many moments in the relationship that we had, you will continue to be assailed by them, even when I am no longer stood beside you or in a formal relationship with you. I apply my scent like some beast marking its territory, ensuring during the seduction certain smells, my aftershave, my antiperspirant, my shower gel, the washing powder I use, the air freshener in my house, are all direct links to me. The olfactory connection that I establish is a unique code between you and I. For each relationship, I create a different set of fragrances, so there is not just one reminder of me, but 6. I smell so good, and I reinforce this by allowing you to keep a shirt of mine imbued with my scent when I'm away, so that you can sniff it as you lie in bed. It seems such a delightful gesture of mine, so that you have something to remind you of me when I'm on a business trip. But I'm creating your addiction through your sense of smell, and paving the way for you to be unable to smell sandalwood in the future without thinking instantly of me. You will associate so many smells with me, from personal fragrances to the smell of my house, the interior of my car, the meals we take together, and so forth. It is all designed to ensure that you make the connection between the wonderful and that fragrance during the seduction, so that you cannot do anything but remember those golden moments when you happen to smell a particular scent at a later stage. It is the most powerful evoker of memory. I will use taste to create more fantastic bonds between us. I will encourage you to try different foods, different dishes at restaurants that you will enjoy. I will introduce a signature drink to you, something that you have not had before, so that you will really enjoy it and immediately associate its tangy taste with me. You will recognize and become swept away by the taste of my kiss, a wonderful and mesmerizing taste which sends you into sensory overload, making you tremble with anticipation. I ensure that certain tastes will be linked to those wonderful moments and memories. Keep in mind, however, that you are not that special, because these tasting techniques will have been used with others, and will be used with others again. Finally, you will crave my touch and want to touch me. The times you felt the stubble on my face with your hand, or against your cheek as I gently kissed you as you dozed. You delighted in the sensation of my defined chest as your hand brushed across it. The times you would always allow your palm to stroke my newly shorn hair, the short and soft hairs gracing your hand. How you felt so safe when you felt my arms around you at night, or when I took your hand in mine, telling you, without saying anything, that everything would be all right. How you now miss my expert ministrations as my tender fingers probed and caressed, finding all the right places, creating another scintillating experience that now, with my departure, you still yearn for. The way I placed my hands on your shoulders when I arrived from work and approached you from behind, the reassurance, familiarity and strength flowing from me to you. As sat down, you tilted your head against my arm, and my fingers began to massage your shoulders. The way I used to wipe the tears from your eyes with my mouth. The delicate application of my lips soothing and absorbing the source of your woe. The times I would tickle you until you could not breathe, but the delight soared inside of you. How you now miss touching me and being touched by me. I will always fill up your senses so I become your universe. I will always fill up your senses, so that, even through the numbness I leave you with, you crave seeing me, smelling me, hearing me, touching me, and tasting me. I fill up your senses and then take it all away, making you crave the return to such a degree that it is not a question of if, but when I shall allow you to be filled up once again.